everybody. Welcome to Cardio Boot Camp. For class today, you're going to need a cardio machine of your choice. Feel free to jump on there here as I'm getting us set up. And then you are also going to want a set of dumbbells. I'm just going to use my threes that are attached to my bike at the end, as well as a resistance band. Handle or no handle is totally up to you. You will want to make sure it's anchored to either a banister, your door, something that's not going to move. So once we do our cardio portion, we're going to jump off. We're going to do a little bit of upper body, a little bit of core for 3 rounds, and then we will get out of here. But our main portion is that cardio. So find your way over to your treadmill, your bike, elliptical, rower, or get yourself outside if you are doing this workout outside today. And let's turn that machine on. And nice and easy, start those watches if you haven't already. We are going to start with a 3-minute warm-up here. Nice and easy. Remember, I want that to level between a 1 and a 2 on that scale to 1 to 10. Maybe this is the first thing you're doing for the day. Maybe this is the last thing. We still want to make sure we're warming up those muscles in an appropriate way. I will usually, for my first minute, keep no resistance, maybe 1 or 2 underneath me. And then as we move through this warm-up, my resistance will get a little bit higher, just to make sure that my hips are not rocking too much. So think about that on your treadmills. That first minute, start off kind of slow. That second minute, you can go a little bit faster. That third minute, you're in the middle of that warm-up period. So what we've got today is once we complete our warm-up, we've got a 30-second push, which during that push, you can change your speed, you can change your resistance, or you can change your incline, or you can change them all. Up to you on what you've been doing in the past. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with my incline. The last couple times I've done this circuit for myself, I've played with my resistance and my speed. So I'm going to set my resistance, I'm going to set my cadence, and I'm going to play with my incline between that 30-second push and that 1-minute recovery. So kind of think about what have you done in the past. Maybe this is a new session for you and you've never done this before. Think about what is the one variable we're going to change in today's workout. We're about a minute and a half into our warm-up here today. Good. I'm going to get a little bit of resistance underneath my legs so my hips are not rocking so much. I'm keeping that incline at 0 here. On your bike, remember, drop those heels, pull your toes back towards you, light on those hands if you're on your handlebars. We've got 1 more minute here of our warm-up. If you're on your treadmill, the goal, whatever variable you are playing with today, I want you to think about trying not to hang on to your rails. If you feel like your balance is a little off, bring that speed down, bring that incline down a little bit. You can always tap your fingers. I just don't want you hanging on for dear life, because what that does is it doesn't allow that core and that upper body to work how it's supposed to. So we've got 30 seconds here before we have our first push. So I'm going to get my resistance moving up just a little bit more. I'm also going to start thinking about what is my incline going to be today. I'm going to take my incline for this first round. We have 8 rounds. It can change every single time. It does not have to stay the same, but we want it to be consistent for that entire 30 seconds. That's what matters. We've got 10 seconds here. If your machine takes a little bit to change, I would recommend getting that incline up to where you want to go. In 3, 2, 1, 30-second push here. You're going to notice maybe you're coming out the gate a little too strong. Try to stay consistent for that whole 30 seconds. Or maybe you're still playing with this, and after this first 30 seconds, you're noticing, yeah, I could have gone a little bit harder. I could have gone a little bit higher in that resistance, a little bit faster. You got 10 seconds. And we're pulling back into recovery. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1-minute recovery. Good. 1 down, 7 to go. Personally, I find the incline to be the hardest to play with, where my intensity feels like a 7 or an 8 on that scale, and my recovery feels like a 5 or a 6, or even a 4 or 5. Partly because it's not something I'm as comfortable with. I don't do it as frequently. I play with speed and resistance all the time. So if you're in the same boat as me, just know that today may be a learning curve on that incline portion. Good, we've got 20 seconds here. Decide what that incline resistance speed is gonna look like. You've got 10 seconds here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 seconds here. And if this is your first time doing this, you're gonna hear me say, make sure you note at the end of this workout, how did it feel? What was your incline? What was that resistance? What did you get your cadence up to? Make note of it so when you come back and you do this, you have a good baseline. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, pull it back. 1 minute. If you're somebody who's done this one with me a few times, there's always progress and repetition. So maybe this is the 3rd time you've done this. Maybe this is the 8th time you've done this. Have you gotten better? Have you gotten faster, stronger? Have you covered more distance? Have you played with your variables every single time? Or have you kind of kept them the same? You're going to be able to see changes. There's that fine line between being bored of the workout, but also knowing that we have to do the same thing over and over again to see the progress that we are making. Good, we've got 15 seconds. We've got 10. What's that incline looking like? What's that resistance? What's your speed? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember that good form. The goal is to stay consistent for that entire 30 seconds. I don't want you getting here at that 15-second mark and burning out and having to go in that recovery. All the way through. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Good. You're doing great. Depending on the machine you're on, you can track all sorts of things. So on the bike, I can look at my watts, my resistance, my RPMs, my miles, my incline, calories burned, things like that. Depending on what type of machine you have different variables to look at. So just take a look at what you have. Pick 1 or 2, note them down at the end of today's workout, and see how you feel. 10 seconds and we're going again. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30-second push here. Good. All the way. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Good. We're halfway. 4 more to go. Check in with yourself. Are you still feeling like this is pretty easy? If so, you've got 4 more rounds to take that intensity up. I want you sitting between that 7 and an 8 on that scale of 1 to 10. If you're like, Morgan, I've been at a 7 or 8 since we started, try to keep that all the way through. You have to bring it down a little bit, bring it down just a little, but not too much. I want you to stay at that 7 or 8 for all 8 of these rounds. 20 seconds. Good, we've got 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All the way through, 30 seconds here. Relax those shoulders, relax your jaw. 15 seconds in, 15 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. We are more than halfway. You're doing great. At any time during this 1-minute recovery, this is a good chance to grab some water if you feel like you need or you want it. Good, you've got 20 seconds here, and then we've got our next push. If you're on your bike, make sure you're dropping those heels and you're using your hamstrings. You're not just using your quads. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Next 30 seconds here. We just have 2 more after this one. Good, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Feel free to do some shoulder rolls backwards if you're feeling some tension. 2 more 30-second pushes. That's just 1 minute in total. And remember, if you've done this with me before, on our last one, we don't go directly into that cool down. We still do that 1-minute recovery. So if you're new to this, keep in mind that we've got 2 more 30-second pushes and 2 more 1-minute recoveries, and then we have our cool down. We are so close. We got 15 more seconds. You have 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All the way through. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull back. We got just 1 more 30-second push here. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Do you still have enough in the tank for this last one? Do you feel like you pretty much burned yourself out? You have enough. Decide, you're going to keep doing what you're doing, or you're going to take it up just a little bit. If you've completely burned yourself out, ask yourself, can you stay consistent with what you've been doing, or do you have to pull it back a little? It's okay whatever answer you choose. Just ask yourself, answer, and then follow through on that 30 seconds. Good, 20 seconds here. 10 seconds. Almost there, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final 30 here. And remember, we're not going directly into that cool down. We're going into that recovery, exactly how we've been recovering from all the previous rounds. Then we moved into our cool down. 10 seconds all the way through. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. This is your recovery. We're not quite down to that cool down yet. When I let you know we are, and you're going to slow those legs even more. You're going to take that resistance off. You're going to take that incline off. And then I'm going to give you guys a 3-minute cool down. At about 2 minutes, I'm going to jump off so I can show you our next circuit. And then I will have you join me on the floor. Good, you've got 20 more here, then we get to pull all of that off. Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we've got that cool down. If you've got any of that resistance on there, pull that back. Remember, if you're on that bike, we do want a little bit underneath you so your hips are not swaying. If you have any of that incline still, bring it back. If you're on that treadmill, take it just back to that 0.5. It's a little less impactful on those knees and those joints. Slow those legs. Good. How are you feeling? Did that heart rate get up there? Did you maybe take it a little bit easier today because your body needed it? Maybe you felt really good and you pushed yourself a little bit more. Take note of your mileage. How far did you travel today? Doesn't matter what machine you're on. What was your max resistance? What was your max incline? Do you track your cadence at all? Easiest way I find to do this is when we are working together in my coach, you can actually put your notes in there. But if you're doing these on your own, open up a notebook and designate it to your workouts, or open that notes section in your phone and say, type in today's class, cardio boot camp, January 10th, and then put those notes in there. Same thing goes when we jump off and we do those weights. What size weights did you use? What kind of resistance band did you use? The more you can note, the better. If that overwhelms you, track something. You don't have to track it all. You have about 1:20. In about 20 seconds, I'm going to step on off the bike. You guys are welcome to stay doing what you are doing, and I will let you know when you can join me. Or if you want to jump off with me because you feel cooled down, you are welcome to. Good. So we've got about 1 more minute here. When you do step off with me, we are going to want to make sure you have a set of dumbbells. Like I said, I'm going to be using my little 3-pounders today. And we have 2 upper body moves. First one is bicep curls. Nice and easy, slight bend in our knees. You can either go feet together, you can do a little staggered. Chest open, palms up. Curl and release. Once you've done that, we're going to bring feet together, push our hips back, palms face in. We're going to press those fists back behind us, tricep kickbacks. Keeping those elbows nice and locked in. You've got 10 seconds before you're stopping your machine and jumping off. After that, 3, 2, 1. Join me on the floor. After that, our third and final move is going to be a band press out. So that's where you're going to want to make sure your band is anchored to something that's not going to move. Feet hip width apart, band here at your belly button, slight bend in your knees. We press out and we come back in. The goal of this is to go straight out with those hands, not let those hands kind of do a stirring motion. So we'll do 10 facing one way, 10 facing the other. 3 rounds, 10 of everything. Let's grab those weights. Feel free to shake those legs out. Do a little march in place if you need to, or little butt kicks. I know my quads are feeling a little tired. In 3, 2, 1. Curl and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Feet come together. Hinge at those hips. Lock your elbows in here. We've got tricep kickbacks in 3, 2, 1. Press it back. Coming back to 90. 1, 2. Slow and controlled. 3. Making sure that body is not swaying from side to side. 4. And move forward and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Stand on up. Put those weights down. Find that resistance band. Feet hip width apart. Shoulders pulled back and down. In 3, 2, 1. Press straight out. Bring it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Flip around. The further you walk away from your anchor point, the more challenging it's going to be. So up to you on the challenge that you want. In 3, 2, 1. We're out and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Put that band down. Find those weights. Bicep curls in 3, 2, 1. Curl and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Elbows locked in. Tricep kickbacks. 3, 2, 1. Press it back. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it. You're always welcome to do heavier weights than I am doing. That's just where my body is today. Going a little bit lighter, but you are welcome to use something heavier. Grab that resistance band. 3, 2, 1. We're out and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Flip around. And 3, 2, 1. Out and back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Take it out. Quick sip of water before we go into that third and final round. Have those weights. Bicep curls. Shoulders pulled back and down. All the way up. All the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that grip loose. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Feet come together. Lock those elbows in. 3, 2, 1. Push it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Last time band press outs, and then we're out of here. Feet hip width apart, slight bend in our knees, toes pointed forward, hands at our belly button. We're out and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. 3, 2, 1. We're out and back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Awesome job today, you guys. Thank you for joining me for cardio boot camp. Remember, note down what weights you used, what your distance was, all those variables I was talking about. Until next time.